F-bomb. F-bomb in here, top of the morning, man. Just give it a couple more seconds or minutes for people to join, and then I'll start running my mouth. Hopefully everybody is well this morning. Hey, top of the morning, Luke. Hey, something finally changed on the charts. This is great. This is great news. So much better today. Ando Pancho, what's up? What's up? All right, we get 7 people in here. We'll get going. Anybody else who comes in late or neglects to go back to the beginning of the stream, well, that is what it is. All right, so the first and the most important thing to mention this morning is obviously this. And just a simple reminder that everybody who owns this asset is in profit, unless they happen to buy this wick right here, and then they are only ever so slightly underwater. Everybody else on the planet Earth and beyond is in profit. Okay? They're in profit. They're in profit at a time when there's a lot of economic and political uncertainty. They're in profit at a time when there is global conflict. This is, so not only are they in profit, but these are some of the settings on the planet Earth that that they are holding that profit in. So am I cautious here? Yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right, so there we go. I mean, I've only talked about this for like ever, and we're finally here. And I did open a short. And now let's get into it, right? Now let's get into it. All right, so we have this range of price that we broke up from yesterday, forming an inefficiency, taking us to the all-time high. We are both retesting the previous swing high, this guy right here, and we are retesting like the local range low, right? Local range low and the previous range high. Retesting both of those. So I am also long. Targeting back up to here. And if I get stopped out of the short, that's fine. It's not a big deal to me. So I am also long currently up to there. And I am also short. And that may be confusing, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. And I was just looking at that, like, it's on the Coinbase chart. I don't know if this is going to particularly work on the Coinbase chart, but we'll see. No, it's pretty much the same across the board. Yeah, I remember checking all the charts last night to make sure that this was a reality on like Coinbase and Binance and Bybit. Yeah, this low right here. Yep, boom, smack the all-time high. I think we had some trapped longs up there. Oh, you're not going to see it on the spot chart. It formed a little bit of supply there. Nipped that high, what, last night? Or that supply last night, I want to say. And now we have swept this low. Right. So this supply has been at least interacted with. I don't think it's going to work again. And so you have range number, I don't even want to put a number on this one, but you got a range there. And then you also have this range here. And the low of that held, and I picked that up on a limit order while taking a shower to come and stream. All right, blah, blah, blah. Let's delete all that. Let's delete all that. And we do have some curvature of liquidity here. And if we go back to the all-time high again and revisit it, yes, I am still interested in a short. So I'm just going to go ahead and put an alarm on it right now. I am still interested in a short. Okay. All right. Now let's get the hell off the 1 minute time frame. Let's go back to like the 4-hour time frame, and let's build ourselves some manner of a flow chart here. Let's build ourselves some manner of a flow chart. So I'm gonna venture to guess that if this here at 110,590 ish, dependent upon exchange. I'm going to guess if we lose that, then we're going to come down essentially to the POC, this prior range. There's a 4-hour order block right inside of it. So if we lose that level, I'm going to suggest that we are going to test the demand at 109,790 to 108,518. Can I delete some of these lines? Let's go ahead and delete that line. I want this to be clean over here, so that I can add some more of these to it. All right, now if you lose this zone here, then I suggest we're going to run 107,268, right? So just flow charting, right? Like if this, then this, and if that fails, then this, and if this fails, then what's next, right? What's next will be this guy, and I'm going to make that like a 4-point line, because it all goes to hell in a handbasket after that. As far as I'm concerned, it does. As far as I'm concerned, that is this guy right here. This 4-point line is the primary low between the all-time high and the last sort of mega swing low. It is the primary one. It's the primary one. But I mean, in all reality, it's going to look really piss poor to lose 107,268. It's going to look really piss poor. I'm willing to include this low really because of its purge below this range. To like, it was like a fake out, like a power of 3 kind of thing. This was a very manipulative market maker type of move right here. And so I'm still putting emphasis on that. Yeah, and so, you know, this becomes the fucking bad news bears level for me now. Though I'm, you know, again, I'm gonna say it one more time, and then we're gonna move on from all this bullshit. 107,268 is a danger zone for me. That is a danger zone that's gonna start to look a lot like a full rotation of this range, right? You start breaking, because I mean, like, what is that? It's not daily market structure, but it's like 8-hour market structure when you break this here. You don't break your daily until you take out that mega important low right there. But you know, let's talk about this one more time. Let's say if you do come down here and you break your 8-hour market structure. Well, I mean, like you're staring at an 8-hour market structure break that happened after an interaction with the all-time high and just generally a fail of a range. It would be a terrible look. It would be a terrible look. It's good to see that dominance, even though we took a decent shot to the all-time high yesterday, dominance fell dramatically. Well, I mean, I don't want to be a drama queen, but it fell pretty good. Dominance, BTC.Ds. yeah, I mean it's still marching south. So this could spell some good action for altcoins. Like even if we just kind of hover around in and about this type of zone, yeah, just generally in this kind of zone, even if we hover here for the next couple of days, that really could rally up some altcoins. So what does the total 3 chart say? I guess we'll look at total 2 as well. 3, yeah, you know, total 3 looks like it is, yeah, clearly locally in an uptrend. Try and make sense of this. Let's go back to the daily. Does that mean we can target higher? So we'd see we break, come up, down, mitigate, break back up. Yeah, overall the positioning on this really does look pretty good. Yeah, it does look pretty good. It does look pretty good indeed. Will we see 108 to 107K soon? No, probably not. No, probably not. No, if in order to see it soon, I think this is what I would be watching for. In order to see it soon, I think you gotta return to the all-time high and fail it. Right? I think you have to come up here and you have to fail this high. You got to come back down. You got to break the low that we just put in pretty quick. And then if you see this, yeah, I think we can make a pretty quick march down there. I think that's gonna freak a lot of people out. Yep, I do think that's gonna freak a lot of people out. And you could see a cascading effect follow. So I highly suggest having alerts set at the all-time high today. I think that is très importante. We're really starting to break some decent structure now in Bitcoin. We're looking to put in about a 10-minute break of structure here. So if we look at price relative from the all-time high to the low that we're putting in right now, can we get a 3R out of this? So, and we need to be back below. Let's get it all the way to the low now. You know, if we can retest back into the 109, no, I'm sorry, the 110,900 area, if we can get some retracement, right? So we have ranged. We have initiated. If we can get some retracement back down into there, then that is still a 1, 2, 3R trade to the all-time high. If we can get some retracement back in there, and I see that kind of shit happen all the time. That's why I always harp on it. So let's go ahead and mark this out. This is essentially going to be the daily orb anyway. You know, and I understand that it's probably not the 15-minute market open candle. Oh, maybe it is. Is it? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so you just call it the orb. Yeah, that's fine. Retesting back into now, you know, the only thing I would say is I would be careful, right? Because if it takes, I don't like putting this many lines in my chart, but if it takes this level at 111,620 and then goes for the retest, right? So if it comes up here and then goes for the retest, I'm more nervous. I'm far more nervous about that because then I'm looking at a potential full range rotation from here to here to here to here, right? So I'm more nervous about it then. But if we can get back down into, you know, discount orb before touching 111,620, then I think then I suspect that there's a high probability you could see the all-time high. And I am not psychic. That all-time high could break. And I would venture to guess that if it does break, it's going to break it's going to like Hulk smash break. I don't think it's just going to like kind of break. I think that's going to be a pretty significant initiation. I'm not even going to guess number wise, but I'm just going to look at this range here and I'm going to say, yeah, if this breaks, you're probably going to see a candle like equal to the size of this range or bigger upon said break. That's what I think. All right, I think I'm done. So is bearish case rejection from 112. 112. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to see it. For a retest of orb, it could still work, but I do not want to see. I don't want to see 112 taken before it re-interacts with orb, aka demand. No, I don't want to see that. I'm not saying it would be bearish. I'm saying it doesn't put the odds in my favor to like add to my long position here. That does not stack the odds in my favor. No, the odds are far better in my favor if we come down here soon. Then the odds are far more in my favor. All right, what else do y'all want to look at? Anything else? Probably a lot of interesting charts out there. I gotta imagine there is. So I don't think I have anything left to say on Bitcoin. So there's one thing I didn't say about Bitcoin. So I said I'm still interested in shorting the all-time high. We talked about this. We started building a little bit of a flow chart. Yeah, there's a couple more things I haven't said. I would still be interested in a long off of 110.590. I'm still interested in it. Just as interested in it as I was here. I'm no problem with it. No problem with it. Come down here and sweep that a third time. That's good. I need to get this line out of the way. It's not going to do me any favors. Go away. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, 110.541. I'm still interested with a re-interaction of that. Still interested there. I am interested in along between, we're still on Coinbase. Yeah, between 109, 807, 108, 500. Yeah, we talked about that already. Yeah, I think I'm done with this. I don't think I left anything out. I don't. Nope. Okay, fine. Whatever. I did think of one other thing that I forgot to mention last night. I don't need any of this TA, but I'm going to leave it on here for you guys. I'll go to a different chart. I'll go to the Binance chart. We'll wipe all this. Yeah. Last thing I'm going to say on Bitcoin, unless anybody has any questions. Where's the tool I'm looking for? I want this one. All right, so Bitcoin has been in this price range for 48 days and 8 hours. It's a 12.3% range, you know, obviously ranging between 98, 115 and let's call it $112,000. As of the current price action, and I know this might just be crazy for somebody to hear, this is the biggest duh statement of all time. All I'm telling you is Bitcoin has not established a new value for itself. It is still just as it has been for the last 48 days, so 1.5 months. Just as it has been, it is still valued somewhere between 112,000 and 97,000. That is still its value. It has not established a new value for it. It cannot establish a new value for it until it fucking establishes a new value for it. So currently, the asset is still valued between 112,000 and 98,000. Doge. Let's go Doge. ETH BTC. That's a good one. That's a great one. Looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. I would say Ethereum's value relative to Bitcoin could continue to increase as long as this zone between 0.24 0.23, as long as that holds, and I'm talking about just prices right here. I just want to see this hold before this is touched. So like it can come back down to here and then up to here. That's totally fine. Still bullish about it. It can come from here down to here and up to here. I'm still bullish about it. I obviously get more nervous if it comes up here and then comes down to here. Then I'm begin to be nervous about it, but I'm still okay with it as long as this holds. Outside of any of this action, a retest to here, a retest from here to here, outside of any of that action, these to me seem the most likely flow. So outside of that, I would just simply be looking for an initiation up out of this range, and then some manner of backtest into the range. But yeah, overall, doesn't look super hateful. Looks like it could continue to increase its value over Bitcoin. Low. How do we feel about the low? Or do we have like daily market structure on our side yet? Yeah, not super confident about the way that it returned daily market structure to bullish. Not super confident about that. And the reason I say that is the size of this range. This is 7.62% range that formed a daily high. But the range that broke it is like so much bigger. Yeah, that's like a 41% move. So, yeah, we have broken some external market structure, but this piece of market structure here is not nearly as confident as like this big initiation here. So yeah, as far as like, have we flipped external market structure bullishly in a very clear way? I'm going to go with a no on that one. Let's go see what's up with the Doge chart. Honestly, it looks pretty poor. It just looks like a bear flag still. But let's give it some grace and let's see what we can find in here. Okay, so I kind of remember this. This is the most bullish thing about it. That's the most bullish thing. That is a decent initiation here. Yeah, that's a nice initiation. Cool, check. Okay, so this is good, check. The distance between this high and the following high is good news. This is good news here. Yep, check. Okay. All right, cool. So I would look at this identical to the way that I'm looking at Bitcoin. One place I'm interested in is right here at this low. Let's put a price label on it at whatever that is, 17872. I would be yeah, I'm interested for a sweep of that with a target of this high. My next point of interest is this 4-hour order block here. And yeah, so the three areas that I would want to long are these three areas. 17872. I want to, yeah, I'd be interested is, yeah, at 17715. And if it's a deeper mitigation, I'm interested down between like 17310 and 17414 in those areas. So let's go ahead and drop to the smaller time frames, because this would essentially be what I did. This right here is exactly what I traded on Bitcoin this morning. How's that doing anyway? Let me just check on the thing real quick. Yeah, it could be a hell of a lot better. Could be a hell of a lot better. Anyways, we're talking about Doge. Well, let's keep this in mind on Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin did the same thing, that same low, pulled it, decent increase. It has come back for its mitigation, but you know, it came in there pretty deep, man. And yeah, you're gonna want to see some bullish candles here real quick. Or all I'm saying is, like, if this idea fails on Bitcoin, well then, do you think it's going to work on Doge? No, probably not. Probably not. But yeah, that's an area I'm still interested in. If you want the safer play at this point, you wait for it to have interacted with this level, and then you wait for it to have broken this level. And then if you're a really patient person, you see if you can get some mitigation off of that, and then look for an entry. So that's one place. Yep. Yeah, and then the other place is just below it, and it does have a demand range. Once I get down to these smaller time frames, I can see that there is a demand range right there as well. So yeah, I'm long here. I'd be looking for long here. Structural confirmation is as described, to touch 17872 first, and then to break 18055 prior to looking to an entry. Yeah, other than that, if it just continues to saw down through these areas, I'd look for any manner of structural confirmation coming out of that zone, just the same as if it were to continue to cruise down into one of these areas. I'd look for structural confirmation coming out of that zone. And here's the only difference. If we lift from this lower area here, my targets change dramatically. I'm essentially targeting this range then. Right? So if we do come up from here, I'm absolutely 100% taking profits here. If we come up from here, I'm likely not taking profits there. I'm likely not taking profits until here. And then that would be my final target for any of these ideas. That'd be like primary, yeah. That'd be, I mean, you know, if it smashes through this, just absolutely creams through it, there's no reason to really close the trade. But these are absolutely areas that I would be looking to take profits at. Yep. That's yeah, pretty similar. Oh, did we do it? I'm like, where's the orb? I thought we drew an orb. I think we did it over here. So, you know, pretty this so far looks pretty decent is all I'm saying. As far as the idea we were blabbing about earlier, backtesting the orb for further climb up, it doesn't really look so hateful. This is a absolute mess in here, but nonetheless, it represents the area of price that caused these inefficient candles to come up, and then we did break the high. So is this area here demand? Yeah, it is. It's ugly as sin, but it is demand nonetheless. And so to see, to see 2 consecutive bullish candles, 1 bearish, like 3 consecutive bullish, 1 bearish, not so bad. Not so bad. Looks pretty decent coming out of there. All right. Anybody got anything else? Well, if you do, let me know. Peep on some XRP. Thank the stars. Where's that put ADA? Could be way better over here. Oh, God, that still just looks like a bear flag to me. Hell no, I'm gonna give it the pass. We took a low. I think we exceeded deviation on this. Okay, I give it a pass. It's not the most hateful. It's not the most hateful. Yeah, that's cool. All right, neat. Like that. I could really use some relief in the old Spotteroni bags. God damn. Nope. Nope. All right. Aptos. Yeah, I haven't seen that chart in a bit. Let's go take a look at that. Let's hop straight to the weekly. What do we have down here? Let's clean this whole thing up. Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. Check the 2-week real quick. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, cool. Let's get down to the 4. So, yeah, let's put this on here. Let's highlight it because it has semi-equal highs, and I like those. Sorry for coughing in the mic. We have a range of price between here and here. We have flipped 4-hour structure bullishly after interacting with the low. Now that's unfortunate because technically you lose 4-hour market structure directly afterwards. That's kind of fucked. Oh, God, you know what this needed? And it didn't get it. It needed a sweep of that low. That's what it needed. All right. Well, all right, is what it is. We still have, so market structure is a little bit of a mixed bag locally. But we still have an initiation above this high after a sweep of the low. And so generally speaking, we still have an initiation for a potential mitigation prior to continuation. This market structure post initiation is less than desirable. But as far as just from a simple RIMC concept and a general like range theory, I think there can be love to be had. So let's drop to the 15 and see what we see down in here. I really am hoping to see a range somewhere. Okay, that could have been, yeah, this is not good. That's a significant area of resistance, which can provide us for some good information. I'd really like to see at least this low get touched. What is that alert that keeps going off? What is this? What is happening? Oh, just some old fucking ass alert. That's what's going off? Make it stop. I don't even have that alert on my chart anymore. Why are you doing this? That line is deleted. It's gone. Anyway, sorry. I got distracted. Yeah, I'd really like to see a sweep on that low. Really would. Mostly because after you set the low, when you came back for your nearest high, you failed it, implying that there is still weakness to be had down on that low. Whatever, just fucking give me a trend line then. Or not. What am I pushing? Jesus. Yeah, you fail that, implying that there still is weakness back down on this low. And I want to see this overall uptrend from down here holding, right? Blah, 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 blah. This thing. I want to see this holding. And then if we look at discount and premium from here to here, yeah, this is what I want. Really like to see a sweep on that low. That's what I'd like for like a leverage trade. You know what I mean? Until then, what do we have? So if it doesn't sweep the low and it continues to go up, what does that tell me? So if it does not come back for this low and instead comes up here, dude, why is everything disappearing on me? Comes up here, breaking this high, then that tells me that there was supply here. It did cause a retracement, and that retracement took you back to your prior demand range. And that demand is in control. So in a circumstance like this, if I can break this high prior to touching this high, and then see a retracement that comes back down into here, then that gives me permission to long up to this high. And outside of that, I need to see an initiation above this high. And then I need to see retracement back into this range for the next sort of stab at it. So sweep the low. Okay, I'm interested. Break the high, climb back in, preferably to discount between here and here. So like down in this region. Climb back down into there. Okay, I've got some interest in a long. Break this range. Retest this range. I have some interest in a long. Those are three things that could happen soon in which I'd be interested in a long. And I think it's absolutely worth looking for a short right here as well. Yep. Because I would never long at this level. I would only long if that level broke and then it retraced, right? I would only long under that circumstance. Well, if this level does not break, then that's going to imply weakness on this level. And so if it comes up in here and kind of fails some market structure, yeah, I'm going to start targeting some of this lower stuff. And then if you break this after an interaction with this, if you break this, that I'm targeting all the way down to this low. That's the stuff I would is going up. Balloon dog pattern. Balloon dog. It's got a balloon dog pattern on it, man. You gotta be careful for those things. So yeah, that's kind of all the ways in which I could involve myself locally on it. I don't think I left anything out. No, I don't. What are we gonna do, bruh? What are we gonna do, bruh? Still looks pretty decent. Due to the break here, still have implied weakness on this high. Got two strong candles coming up out of demand. That looks pretty good. And we did indeed trap sellers at the low. Open interest pretty neutral. Yeah, it doesn't look hateful. So far, I would say my long is going to beat my short. All right. Well, I'm getting towards the end of my time with you this morning. So, if there's anything else that people want to talk about, it's a really good time to talk about it. What's the old ES mini futures up to? I know we're in new all-time high territory, but what kind of structure are we developing up here? Yeah, that really needs to break. Because this one is not past its deviation threshold. This one is still in an area where it could manipulate above the high. Yep. Okay, so up more, please. Thank you. DXY. What did you do? What did you do, homie? Okay. Okay. Still inching up into supply. That's now the low we want to see broken, because these highs have touched. Cool. I haven't seen NQ in a while. I'm sure it's probably pretty boring, but it looks a lot like that ES chart. Okay, cool, good. Yeah, this is looking good. Similar in this. Oh well, no, don't fucking double top here, homie. Don't do that. Don't double top inside of the deviation threshold, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ooh, don't do that at all. No. I like tech stocks. Go up. Tech stock, go up, please. I'm going to put an alert here. This is a curious thing. Boom. Yeah, we looked at dominance already. Hey, what's oil doing? Oh, this chart needs some refresher. Oil looks like it's a valid bullish PO3 to me. Definitely has the potential for it. No, you go away too. Not perfect like Bitcoin was, but pretty dang good. Hey, Magnet, go away, bro, go away. Yeah, I mean, perfect looks like this, and well, it doesn't look like that, so we can't say that it does. But yeah, I'd say that still looks very much like we could be seeing a manipulation here for a bullish expansion back through the range. That looks very possible on oil. Cool. Don't know why I care. I probably don't. Oh yeah, and then yeah, you got a much bigger range at play with 1, 2, 3. Looking like a reaccumulation for expansion in general. I'm just looking at oil because you didn't give me anything else to look at. I don't care about oil. Tesla. What are you up to, homie? Let's clean some of this stuff up. Yeah, looks good. Looks great. I mean, we have a little bit of a problem there. But overall came down into its prior range. Flipped, gosh, like daily structure out of that, right? Boom, touch low, break the high, remitigate. Yeah, that looks great. That looks fantastic. Why is this alert still yelling at me? Stop. You don't even exist anymore, dude. You literally aren't real. You're a ghost. Go away. Okay, and then what was the deal with Apple? Kind of boring. But likely to at least fill the remainder of that gap. That seems pretty logical. All right, well, cool. Injective spot. Okay, we'll do some injective spot. Hopefully you remember what I said about it the last time, because I probably don't. It's not whatever. I didn't want to delete all that. Let's move this down here. Okay, so weekly bullish. Daily bearish? Let me clean some of this up. So you break weekly bullish here, which obviously puts your daily to bullish at the same time. But then you lose your daily here. That's alarming. I would say it was looking pretty good until it failed to initiate above that. It's not particularly great. Let's see, when do you return market structure? Daily market structure does not return to bullish currently until you crack 14312. So if I was not in a spot entry, or if I had no spot and I was looking to buy some spot right now today, I would have to wait until above 14312. And then that would change in the event that we could sweep the low at 8, this low here. I mean, you're going to take them both, so we might as well just pay attention to this one. I'm really talking about this low, but you're going to take both of these anyway. So let's just call it 8.836. If price can come down and touch that, then it will be breaking daily market structure sooner at 12.112. So what I would prefer is this. Actually, I prefer a short out of here down to that low, and then a return to break the high. And then I think I'd be interested in playing with some spot on it. That one's probably chill. And yeah, I mean, this is really what I'd prefer. I'd really prefer to see it reject out of here. What is it doing locally? Pretty undecided up here. What is happening on Bitcoin right now? Nothing. I know that's not Bitcoin, but I can tell nothing's, yeah, nothing. We're doing injective. Oh, we're doing spot. Why am I on the 10-minute? We're doing spot. Just fucking stop it. Stop it, bro. God damn it, stop it. Yeah, dude, I really want to see this first. I really want to see 8836 touched again, and then a return to break 12.111 or 12.112 or whatever. That's what I'd really prefer to see right now. Until then, I think I would rather I'd rather see a break of 14.3, which is a mile away. But that's my honest opinion about it. We were looking at a possible PO3 on injective. Yeah, but that PO3 on injective was here, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, it was here. Let's go see if we can find it. Where was it, bro? Where was it? So I remember it too. Is it this? Fuck, I can't even find it anymore. I don't even remember that. I mean, like, I remember it, but now I don't see it. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, this is it. And it never hit an objective. I think we were looking at it here, Luke. And this being the range, at that time. I think we were, I feel like we were looking at it here. Or an expansion back up to here, which it rolled back over, plowed those lows, just wrecked a bunch of people. I feel like that might have been it, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't fucking remember. I just don't fucking remember. But as far as evidence of a PO3 currently, I don't see one. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I see a daily break in market structure. I see after we broke daily market structure that, like, this is still chilling. We failed this high. Implying weakness on this low. And if we can break that low, I think we absolutely have a chance of hitting this. And then I think that's a good time to pay attention. Now that I have better operating alerts, I'm going to start setting more of them. I'm going to put an alert down there even. Yeah, that's where I'm at on that. All right, well, I'm officially out of time, everybody. Thanks for joining me, as usual. It was a pleasure. Let me check my calendar real quick and see what I'm doing next today. Oh, God. Not a fun day. Not a fun day at all. All right. Go take one more peek at BTC. Cool. Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Let's go, BTC. I know I'm only up like a small amount, but it's not actually that's not actually that bad. It's not bad at all, actually. All right. Adios, mios.